اهلا باللعيبه في كل مكان وحلقه جديده من لعبه وموجو كام، ورجعنا لكم في حلقه جديده وتكمله لعبه هوجورتس ليجاسي. النهارده الحلقه الرابعه. طبعا لما كنت شفت الحلقه اللي فاتت الحلقه الثالثه ما تنساش تدوس على اللينك اللي هيطلع لك فوق في مكان ما في الشاشه او ترجع في البلاي ليست لورا. احنا قلنا هنكمل هوجورتس ليجاسي، ان اللعبه حلوه جدا بصراحه، وهنحاول نجري شويه بالاحداث عشان انا عارف ان في لعب كتيره جايه في السكه. سبايدر مان 2، اساسنز كريد ميراج، في لعب كتير نازله قوي خلال الشهور الجايه، والشهر ده بالذات لعبتين جامدين جدا، فهنحاول نجري شويه بهوجورتس ليجاسي. لو ما لحقناش نخلصها يبقى هنخلصها بعد ما نخلص سبايدر مان 2. اساسنز كريد ميراج ممكن نخلصها قبليها، ما اعرفش بصراحه، ان ممكن سبايدر مان 2 تكون اسرع ان احنا نخلصها من اساسنز كريد ميراج او من هوجورتس ليجاسي، فهنعرف كل ده مع الوقت. فخليك متابع معايا طبعا عشان تعرف الاحداث دي كلها، هنلعب انهي لعبه وهنخلص انهي لعبه الاول. وطبعا في ناس ما بتلحقش تشتري كل اللعب او ما بيجيلهاش الفرصه لسه التخفيضات المناسبه اللي بيستنوها عشان يلعبوا اللعب دي، او ما عندهمش بلاي ستيشن فبيستنوا برضو يشوفوها على اليوتيوب. فانا احب اعرض اللعب دي علشان الناس برضو تستمتع بيها معايا ونشارك اللحظه مع لعيبه كتير. فعلشان تدعمني عشان انزل كل اللعب دي كلها، وعشان برضو اخد خطوه لقدام واليوتيوب يدعمني، عليك تعمل 3 حاجات وهم ببلاش، مش هيكلفوك اي حاجه: اللايك، السبسكرايب، وتفعيل الجرس. وبرضو يهمني رايك النهارده والكومنت بتاعك في اللعبه بتاعت هوجورتس ليجاسي، ورايك النهارده في المرحله اللي احنا نلعبها. الله اعلم ايه اللي هيحصل في اللعبه النهارده. فانا مشتاق دلوقتي بصراحه ان انهي الكلام ده كله واخش دايركت على اللعبه ونخش عالم هوجورتس. فكالعاده هقول لك البس كابك، هات المج بتاعك، وهوجورتس ليجاسي وشويه سحر وشويه اكشن. اوكي، النهارده عندنا اول حاجه اوناي، ناتساي اوناي ايا كان، ناتي اللي هو صاحبتنا في المدرسه، بعتت لنا جواب وبتقول لنا عايزه تقابلني، يعني عايزه تكلمني على حوالين روكوود وهارو. it might be best to meet outside the castle. فاحنا هنروح نقابلها في مكان بره المدرسه، القلعه. وبرضو حصل ان المدرسه هيكت to Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. ففي تعويذه جديده نتعلمها، وطبعا في جواب اخير دوت من اللي هو بيعمل الحلبات المصارعه وكده. It's time to preview during and see if you're a new school champion. عندنا معركه جديده يعني زي ماتش. اوكي، فتعالوا نروح الاول لناتي. اوكي، اول مرحله هي دلوقتي هنبدا.
I hope you've recovered from
انا حبيت البس لبس مختلف شويه عشان بره المدرسه قلنا بقى نلبس ازاي بتاعنا بقى زي الابطال.
With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
اوكي، هي عايز تعرف اللي بيحصل، فاحنا بنقول لها they want something I can't say. لا، احنا مش هنقدر نقول اي حاجه بصراحه.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you.
Okay.
I realized something that day in Hogsmeade.
Isaiah.
You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
Yeah.
sort of
I think
stand?
متمردة ولا ايه؟
Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Okay.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that
Harlow
runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations.
Okay.
Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with
احنا
the
شكلنا نعمل
students.
مهمة من ورا المدرسين.
Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning.
اوكي، احنا
I was
هنهجم
thinking
على
that
حاجة
we
تبع
could
هارلو.
investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the
اوكي
meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
انت جايباني
Nancy.
المسافه دي كلها علشان تقولي لي الكلمتين دول.
Be on your guard.
يلا بينا نروح الميشن اللي بعديها. اوكي
I've no idea who it is you think I
في
might have
معركه
seen.
هنا هتحصل.
I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
اوه
Out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
What are you doing?
Accio. Protego.
باي باي. اوه
Oh, watch the light go out of your
Okay.
eyes.
تعالي. اوكي ده بيقول لك ايه the collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. اوكي ده
You've nowhere to hide.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
اوه
Buddy! You just wait till I come back.
Accio.
Back some more. Ha! You're easier to spot than in a house. Going up.
Tell Rookwood to find me in South.
No, hang on.
واو.
Nice try. Reductor. Well done, next door. You just got lucky.
Accio.
باي باي.
What on earth just happened?
Revelio.
Never been accosted in such a manner.
ده ايه ده؟
So close to Hogwarts.
تعالوا نكلمها.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor
Ashwinders.
Rookwood's thieves and extortionists.
اسمهم
his little
Ashwinders.
cronies.
اوكي.
They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story.
كله بيسأل
Thank you for
هو
your help.
ليه ران
Well,
روك
you've avoided them for the
وروكوود
moment.
كلهم بيحاولوا
Pre-warned me things were
يعني
getting dangerous.
يخطفوا او
Best get moving on
يجيبوا
my
واحد من
research
المدرسة
before they
يعني.
return.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Okay.
Historian and
دي
archaeologist
باحثة.
specializing in Merlin's work and life.
واركيولوجيست. اوكي.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you.
في حاجة هنا
Chatters on
هتفتح لنا
endlessly
حاجة
about his
سايد
connection to
ميشنز
Merlin
او
from his
تروفيز على
portrait
ما
at
اظن.
Hogwarts.
انا حاسس بكده.
Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here
اوكي حاجة
centuries ago.
بخصوص ميرلين.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin.
اوكي
I
ترايلز اوف
believe
ميرلين.
He created them as a
بتقول لنا
diversion for his
موجودة على
fellow
كل الخريطة.
Slytherins. He was terribly
غالبا
fond
هتبقى
of
تروفيز
puzzles and
بنجمعها على
enigmas.
الخريطة. اوكي
I can see why you're so interested in
عايزين
Merlin.
نشوف هي هتدينا ايه او
I'd be keen to
هتورينا
know more
ايه.
about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work.
اوه
But I believe I have just unlocked
Okay.
a crucial clue. I
حاجات
suspect
ميرلين
that
دي اللي موجودة على
malice
الخريطة محدش عارف هي
is an
بتشتغل ازاي.
important
بس هي
component
عارفة
in
يعني
getting the
عارفة
trials to work.
مفتاح
مالوس
لحل
فيك.
اللغز. بس انا مش فاهم لغاية دلوقتي هو
Merlin
ايه
repeatedly
ميرلين
mentioned it in his
ترايلز
writings.
الموجودة على الخريطة يعني
I
لسه
had just
هعرف.
arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted.
ف-
You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol
او
in the
في
center.
رمز. اوكي
That started me thinking, what if?
The mallow
I'm
sweet
sure
is
my
meant to
hack.
be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors?
Okay.
We can see what comes of our little
هنبدأ
hypothesis.
اهو يلا بينا.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Revelio.
مالو سويت. اوكي هنبدأ بالمالو سويت. اوكي
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
اوكي
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. place the mallow sweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
اوكي ماله سويت اهو. اوكي واو.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is
أنا عارف.
uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
اوه اوكي يس الشعلات دي.
Incendio.
لا
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
اوكي
The flames make the pyre sink.
هنولع فيهم. ايه ده خلصناهم؟ اهي لا فاضل واحدة. لا خلصت.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
واو فاضل واحدة صح؟
Revelio. Incendio.
ادي واحد ادي اتنين كده خلصنا اهو. واو اوكي يبقى احنا عايزين اول حاجه النباتات ديت عشان نحطها الاول عشان نفتح الترايلز. اوكي فالحاجات دي موجوده على الخريطه كلها على ما اظن.
Day, I can hardly believe it.
ليه بقى هناخد ايه هنا؟
Revelio.
تعالوا نروح نكلمها. يس هنكلمها.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
اوكي احنا نجحنا كده كده.
Trials like this one.
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them.
Yeah.
I believe
علامة
I
على
have what I
الخريطة
need to continue my
عرفنا
research.
نحل الألغاز بتاعتهم
My
هتبقى
guess is that
تروفي.
each will also require
تمام.
mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade. should
اللعبة دي
you
هتبقى
need
ضخمة جدا.
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
اوكي دلوقتي احنا في الليفل بتاع الهيربولوجي كلاس اللي هو النباتات. فهنشوف دلوقتي المطلوب مننا. سيباستيان اهو
Good
صاحبنا.
morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful
Lenora.
to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
اوه احنا عايزين نغير لبسنا.
Hello. Class, please welcome
عايزين
the
نغير
newest
لبسنا
rose
بسرعة.
in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
شكلنا غريب طبعا بالنسبة لهم كلهم.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The
Okay.
prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the
كان هيبقى
venomous
حلو
tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
لو يخلوه يعني اوتوماتيك اول ما يروح المدرسة لازم يلبس لبس المدرسة مش لازم نغير له كل شوية.
Today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
ماندريك.
Accio.
ماندريك ده من افلام هاري بوتر اللي
Let's
بيصرخوا
see if we
دول.
can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
هيقلدوا الفيلم وواحد هيغمى عليه ولا لا؟
Everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
اوكي يلا بينا. واو.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cast out the soil.
اها.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
تمام.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
اوكي تعلمنا ازاي نتعامل مع الماندريك.
Our next task will
اوكي
be
قبل اي حاجه عايزين نغير الهدوم.
tables. You can all get started.
اوكي تعالوا نكلم بقى المدرسه دي.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Okay. I enjoyed it. Okay.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned,
صغيرة أوي في السن صح؟
Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom.
Okay,
Wasn't
potting
easy to
table.
spare one on such late notice.
عشان نعمل
Plant the seeds there
البوشنز
now,
بتاعتنا ولا
and you
ايه؟
can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
اوكي
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
تعالوا نروح كده.
Is fancy or roses?
اوكي
These restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the wicked.
ده احنا نعمل انتراكت
As
مع
you
ده.
should know from Professor Sharp's class.
اوكي تسع دقايق اوكي.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Chinese
You'll
chomping
find
cabbage.
that some plants are better suited to
Okay.
uses outside of a cauldron.
اوكي
The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
اوكي
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge. leading
اوكي
out
في
of the
المشتل
farm.
التاني.
Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
اوكي ايه النباتات متوحشه ولا ايه؟ دول بيعضوا. اوكي
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages.
يلا بينا.
Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
اوكي يلا بينا. تعالى
Nice
ورايا.
work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really
اه انت
good.
شفت
But you outright
بيتكلم
slaughtered him.
على
It was brilliant.
الماتش اللي احنا
here we
دخلنا
are.
انا وسيباستيان.
Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on.
اوكي
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
اوكي ازاي بقى؟ اهو. تعالوا نرمي الكابج اوكي.
Look at that.
واو
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
اوكي.
Mum planted some in her garden last
عارفين
year.
اللي هو زي الشوتنج جيمز اللي هو انت بيبقى معاك المتفجرات اللي هو القنابل اليدويه الجرينيدز والسموك جرينيد هتبقى كده الحاجات دي.
Vicious
Okay.
little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a crucifix or a
هيسألني
vegetable if
بقى
necessary.
أسئلة ملهاش
Dogweed
لازمة.
and Death Cap has more of them if you're keen.
انجز.
Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
اوكي نرجع الفصل.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
اها على اذنك اروح بقى اكلم المدرسه دي عشان ننهي.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always
خد
wear
يا سيدي
our
دقايق هنا.
hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil.
هيربولوجي، انا عمري ما حبيت الهيربولوجي من ايام هاري بوتر.
Magical
كنت
plants have
لسه اقول
so
لها
much to offer.
كنت لسه اقول لها يعني ان انا مش مهتم بالنباتات، بس قلت خليني ابقى نايس شويه.
Bounteous subject. Tend to your garden and it will tend to you.
مشرومنا كله خلص المرحله دي. يلا مش مهم.
That's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
ماشي. اوكي المرحله بعد كده potions على ما اظن.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it.
Okay.
Please begin.
هنبدأ. هنعمل potion.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Okay.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
اوكي احنا شغالين اهو. بنعمل potion. هينبسط مني ولا انا هعمل كارثه؟
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office.
Okay,
but in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
Okay.
Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain and will require you to be a bit more resourceful.
Okay.
Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Revelio.
Okay.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
نعملها ولا ايه؟ نقول له بلاش.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fupa feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
ممكن نجيب له الفيذر، يعني هو المفروض هقول له لا، بس انا هجيبها له عشان عايز اشوف لما يبقى صاحبي هيبقى عامل ازاي.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fupa feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
اوكي. يلا بينا نخش المكتب.
Revelio.
Your potion should not be there.
خدنا هناخد كل حاجة في المكتب ده. خلصنا كده؟ اوكي.
Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you.
اديناها له.
This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Hogurts potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
اوكي. تعالوا نروح للمدرس. نعمل
Should you chop the kidney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
اوكي. هنعمل اليورس بوشن. هي 27 ثانية اوكي، فاحنا نجري شوية بالوقت ونشوف لما نخلص هيحصل ايه. تمام هي جاهزة، يلا بينا.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to.
واو.
Get it!
اتفضل.
Oh, no.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during...
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own.
Oh.
His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Hogurts potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
Okay.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
اوكي الباب بيفتح لوحده. اوكي احنا وصلنا كده للبيت بتاعنا. ايه ده؟ انا المفروض اكلم التمثال
Come and
ده.
speak to me. I believe I can help you with something.
المرحلة
You
بتاعتنا.
wanted to see me, sir?
هنتكلم مع
Allow me to
برواز.
introduce myself. So
Diggory.
few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service.
Okay. طبعا
I
انتوا عارفين اسم
believe you can
ديجوري لو
help
كنتوا
solve a
شفتوا افلام هاري
decades-old
بوتر.
murder, thanks to that book you found, and in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Okay.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day.
Okay.
And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Okay. هنشوف.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
اوكي. انا بصراحه اشوف حكايه جريمه القتل دي الحلقه الجايه. هنوقف لغايه كده النهارده ان الموضوع بتاع هوجورتس ليجاسي دوت بياخد وقت طويل بصراحه، وانا بقالي كتير بلعب. انا بحاول اختصر لكم الحلقه عشان عارف ان انتم ممكن تملوا من احداث معينه في اللعبه، ان في كلام ومسافات بنقطعها مشي وكده. احنا لسه ما خدناش اللي هي المكنسه او المقشه السحريه، لسه ما عملناش اي حاجه اللي هو فيها حاجات كتير عايزين نستكشفها بس بنضطر نمشي لها. فالحاجات دي كلها لسه هتاخد وقت مننا، فانا بحاول الخص زي ما قلت لكم. فيا رب تكونوا مبسوطين معانا لغايه دلوقتي والحلقات دي تبقى حلوه عن هوجورتس ليجاسي. عايز اقول لكم طبعا انا مهما احكي لكم قد ايه اللعبه حلوه مش زي لما انتوا تلعبوها بنفسكم، فطبعا انا بحاول اشارككم على الاقل، يعني اخليكم تحسوا احساس بسيط من اللي احنا ممكن نحسه واحنا بنلعب لعبه زي دي. وطبعا اتمنى ان كل الناس تقدر تلعبها سواء اكس بوكس، بلاي ستيشن، بي سي، على ما اظن نينتندو برضو. فاللعبه دي بصراحه يا جماعه زي ما بقول لكم اتس ا ماست، لازم تلعبها، حلوه جدا، عالم جميل. وطبعا لو انت عايز تتابع معانا الحلقات الجايه من هوجورتس ليجاسي ما تنساش تكون عامل 3 حاجات علشان تعرف انت هننزل الحلقات: اللايك، السبسكرايب، وتفعيل الجرس. وبرده ما تنساش برده تقول لي رايك النهارده في الحلقه ايه، او ليك اي افكار عن لعب تانية جايه عايزنا مثلا ننزلها، او مناقشات عامه اكتبها لي تحت في الكومنت تحت. بس ما تنساش عشان انا بحب المناقشات ديت عن اللعب وعالم الالعاب عامه يعني، فاحب اسمع رايك واسمع نقاشاتك ونبدا نتبادل النقاشات مع بعض. يا رب تكونوا مبسوطين لغايه كده النهارده، ونشوفكم في الحلقه الجايه ان شاء الله من هوجورتس ليجاسي، او الله اعلم ممكن تكون تجربه لعبه او اخبار حاجه جديده، ما نعرفش اللي هيحصل، بس احتمال كبير تبقى هوجورتس ليجاسي. فخليكم متابعين معانا. يلا نسيبكم دلوقتي ونقول لكم نشوفكم الحلقه الجايه. باي باي.